Everyone, and welcome back. So tonight we're gonna be playing the Switch version of Starfield, or what we have closest to it, No Man's Sky, the better version of Starfield. Let's get some Xbox people real angry. But seriously, no, I've been talking about playing this for a while now on stream, and actually, like, I'd been out of it for quite a while. So I actually started up a new game this week. I'd say I'm like 3, maybe 4 hours into the gameplay, like setting things up. So I'm not super far, because honestly, I'd been out of it for so long that I couldn't quite remember a lot of the stuff, how to do the stuff, and a lot of stuff changed since I played it last time. So I wanted to start over and get like a fresh feel for it, and honestly, things are a lot better than it was before. Hey, how you doing, guys? And honestly, like, if you're looking for a space like exploration type game, man, this is Starfield out. It's No Man's Sky. Like, if you read the title, it's a little joke. This isn't Starfield on the Switch. This is No Man's Sky, which is pretty much a very close game, like, idea. Okay, now Topaz is being extremely annoying. You have to sit somehow that I can actually play and, like, have you sitting on me at the same time. My cat is being a pain in the butt. Okay, so basically I'm still going through, like, because the tutorial, just so you know, lasts like, I'd like say like 10 hours. Like, you haven't really done almost everything you can do till you've gone through about like 10 hours of stuff. So basically, yeah, so right now, like, it's just basically, it has you do like a bunch of stuff just so that you can see basically how everything works. And now my like I said, my cat, I don't know why she always does that. Till I start streaming, she leaves me alone. Then as soon as I start streaming, she jumps on me. So that, like, now they're just showing us that basically we know how to sell stuff here. I'm not sure what I want. We can buy, but no, I want to sell. Okay. Magnetized ferrite. Like, all this stuff is stuff we can make pretty easily, so we can just sell, like, your magnetized ferrite. Here we go. What's it? Okay, an inventory will teach you how to make money, so sell, and we can switch between the starship inventory, so we can sell our pure ferrite as well. I think that's pretty much all we have sellable here. Carbon is just super useful for a bunch of stuff, so I'm not really sure we want to sell it. We can sell the silver here. We're undoubtedly going to be using a lot of it, but yeah, that's it. Yes and no. What I mean is, like, are they fetch quests, sort of, because if you've ever played like a survival game, it resembles a lot like a mix between, yeah, it's super clickbaity, man. I admit it. Nah, no problem, man. It's all good. But you know, it's a survival game. It reminds me a lot of oh my god, I'm so bad with names every time. The underwater survival game that we got like not too long ago that I freaking love as well. But basically, like, it's the fetch quests are all really just about teaching you how the game works, and then basically at one point you're just really free to do Subnautica. Thank you so much, Felipe. At one point you're just really free to do whatever you want in this game, and that's pretty much what's happening now. Like, we're getting to that point. If you look, I already have like the beginnings of a base built, and it's very rudimentary because, like I said, I was trying to get through all the tutorial stuff so that when we start playing, like, we're at the point where we're pretty free. So we need 137. Ah, I get it. Okay, it wants us to make 137,000 units. So, like, I just don't know what we can sell to... no, I want to sell, dude. The one thing that I would have liked them to maybe rework, but it's not, like, awful, is the menu system. The menu system is a little bit annoying in how you have to, like, menu through a lot of stuff. And it's the same stuff that people said about Starfield as well. Like, you spend, unfortunately, a lot of time in menus in these games. But at the same time, I mean, I think it's very hard to do these games without the menus. Like, I don't want to sell my ion battery, though. And the rest of this is, like, not enough. Making money. So sell items for units on the galaxy trade, find trade terminals and space stations, outposts, and shops, mine precious meteoroids from asteroids in space, or use the Annihilator to locate valuable resources on planets. The mission board on the space station is a good source of income. Install an economy scanner in your starship to gain access to economic data on the galaxy map and plan trade routes. Farming can be highly lucrative. Find a good balance of crops and use them to craft new items. Quicksilver is a unique currency that can be exchanged for special collectible items, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're just going to go and try to mine some stuff to make the money. We've got a space journey milestone. And what's really fun is, honestly, everything you do in this is, like, is going to give you something. There's almost nothing that doesn't have some kind of reward attached to it. Like you saw, just the fact that I'm walking around is basically giving me, like, the, you know, I'm eventually getting, like, different... so we want to warp to our home base. So what we're going to do is, like I said, like it says, we're going to use our visor. I don't know if it'll be available at midnight, unfortunately, Rage. These things don't really get told to many people ahead of time. So, you know, the times that generally, if the game's releasing tomorrow, I would say the hours to look out for is midnight Eastern, 3 a.m. Eastern, and if it's not out by then, it's generally going to be noon Eastern or 3 p.m. Eastern. It's generally around those times for North America. And I'm going to put my cat upstairs in a few minutes if she really doesn't stop doing what she's doing, because I love her. But these late night streams, I need some peace and quiet. So we do have a mining, like, we do have some precious metals here. Okay, she's been... Give me a second, guys, because she keeps pushing the microphone. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to put her upstairs. The dog is away anyway, so she has free roam of the rest of the house. I'll be back in, like, 30 seconds. Ugh. I love Topaz, but I need at least for the beginning of our stream, I need a little bit of, like, getting into it. I just got off of, like, 8 hours of work. I need people to leave, like, physically leave me alone for a while. I love Topaz, and she sleeps with me, like, she generally sleeps with me all night after that, which is why she's getting cuddly up like that, and she's so pushy about it, because basically we're getting pretty close normally to the time where she would normally curl up with me in bed. So she's probably being antsy like that, and especially that I wasn't here all day. So I was actually physically at my office today. So She was getting probably antsy. But we have a huge copper deposit here. And I'm gonna try and mine my way through it. Now, I know the views look a little weird when you're mining this stuff, but ultimately, nonetheless, the game for Switch looks like really nice. And there's actually they did an update about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, and honestly, the graphic fidelity has gone up a lot for the Nintendo Switch. Like, it's still not the best visual version of the game, but now it is extremely, like, it's always, honestly, it's been extremely playable for a while, but I noticed a difference for, like, when I jumped into it, I right away noticed the difference from the last time I played it. So it's really fun that they're so far after, they're still enhancing it. The game gave you nausea. Well, yeah, I guess maybe there's a lot of jitteriness to because of the third person view. But I mean, that's too bad to hear that it did give you nausea, however. We're just going to get all of the copper we can here. And we're then going to, like, move on, use our visor to try to get some more deposits. Like, we're pretty close to getting it all here. And like I said, my base is really crappy right now. Like, this is what I've built so far, but like I said, I've been doing it as quickly as possible to try to just get things up and running. So, you know, this is basically just a shelter, so when there's like a storm or something, I don't have to jump into my ship every time. We've got a quick teleporter here so that we can teleport quickly back and forth. Yay, my battery's low on my controller. Don't worry, if there's one thing I'm not missing, it is controllers. That's what I heard too about Starfield, but honestly, I don't want to judge a game that I haven't played. You know, and I'm just gonna say that although I love this game, it is not my preferred type of game. Like, I love these games to play from time to time. I'll get like really a period of time where I'm gonna play these games intensely for like a week or two. Then I'm going to sort of put them aside, forget about them for a while, and then come back to them later on. But I rarely play these games for like long periods of time because I'm not into the whole space open world exploration stuff. To be honest, I prefer medieval open worlds. But like, that's just personal taste. You know what I mean? So it's not anything about... Let me just see if we can figure out... Can we, I forgot how to scan for something specific. I know like, this is a quick scan, but this identifies, like, just, like, stuff really nearby. Hold on, let me go scan the copper. I don't know if I scanned the copper and that's why I don't see it, but we will check to make sure. There should be a little bit of copper left, so I should be able to scan. I can't scan the copper. Oh, dang. Or I already scanned it. So you have a jetpack. Basically, the two things you're always going to want to try and have is some carbon, because carbon recharges pretty much a lot of your stuff. Most likely, Rage, there is going to be a direct this week. I'm betting on tomorrow before noon. It'll be announced for Thursday. If I had to bet right now, that would be my overall bet. I heard from some pretty reliable sources last week already that it was happening, but I don't like getting into rumors and stuff, so I didn't want to necessarily say anything. And when I say reliable sources, like, they haven't been reliable enough times where I feel ready to like really throw it out there when they tell me something. But I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen on Thursday-ish. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and they will have been wrong this time. But that's where if I was betting, that's it. Shadow Drop, like, I heard the same stuff as everyone, where apparently we are going to hear something F-Zero related. I'm not sure yet if, like, to me it could easily be just like a availability of like the 64 version could become available all of a sudden, all the way to maybe like a port of the GameCube version. And obviously Donkey Kong. Like, that's the two things that I heard that everyone's already talking about it. But this game, by the way, like, if you're buying a game for like the big difference, I would say, like, if you are looking at this and you want to compare this to sort of the Starfield experience, from what I'm gathering, is this does not have a very deep storyline behind it. Like, Starfield seems to have a storyline that you're supposed to follow, like an actual storyline and whatnot. This game is really just about the exploration. There is like a mystery to uncover, but the mystery to uncover is really just a way to get you through the game's mechanics. Like, it's just an excuse to teach you the game's mechanics. And then basically all the fun, just like I would say in Starfield, the most of fun is once you get through that sort of section, and then you just sort of walk around and do whatever the heck you want. Now, I really have to remember how to... Like, if I quick scan, I get a quick scan of what's all around me. But I still don't get... Like, I still can't scan for specific items. Knowledge Stone. Impulse beads. Guess I just have to look for the different... Oh, buried catch. We're gonna target that. I saw something else around here. I wanted to check. Yeah, not the armored clam. Oh, it's this stuff here. I don't know if I can mine it yet. Oh, there's like a cave here. We will be going slightly underground. Now you can actually dig your bases into like surfaces. Now, your multi-tool is like just that. It's a multi-tool. It can do everything. So it kills stuff, harvests stuff, and all that. Obviously, you'll be able to upgrade it to better, like, more weapon-looking stuff. Flatten, restore. No. Can't mine that stuff, so that is not any type of mineral. What about this? We're gonna grab some cave marrow. What is when you scan something new, it also gives you credits, so that's always good. Like, when you first get to planets, you can get a bunch of stuff just by scanning pretty much every rock you see. Now, all the basic stuff I've already scanned here. Rumors that the Switch 2 and 4K end is nearly as powerful as... yeah. Honestly... I'll be totally honest with you. If I don't see it being as powerful as an Xbox Series S or PS5. Like, I know I saw those rumors. I just can't believe it because I don't see how, like, unless Nvidia has been hiding this mobile chip that is just super powerful and has like 0 power consumption, I don't get how you get a hybrid system out of that. Unless they're ditching the hybrid thing, which I don't see them doing. You know what I mean? And actually, I wouldn't want them to do. Like, I wouldn't want them to do a more powerful system, but ditch the hybrid. Like, I just wouldn't want them to do that. And the problem isn't getting the power. It's getting the power without the power consumption. Because your system has to run on a battery. Like, it's the balance that's the problem. You know what I mean? Like... And that's what a lot of people you know, don't get. It's that you can't have a PS5 that runs on a battery that's going to last you like 3-4 hours like the Switch does. And I don't want a Steam Deck where when you're running a game in 4K lasts like 30 to 45 minutes. Now, I'm like... We're still... I find it odd that we're seeing so few mineral deposits. Like, we've walked quite a little way. And we still haven't seen any mineral deposits. Let's go grab the buried technology module because it's actually pretty close. And we're gonna recharge our life.
Technology recharge.
We're just gonna recharge our... So these buried technology modules are how you get like points for discovering new technologies, so being able to build new things. I do have a PS5. Honestly, I just don't see the point in having it unless you have like like you can already play that way from a lot of portable devices that aren't like that. At least it's at a pretty, like, at least it's at a cheaper price than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my god, I have to remove the subterranean organic structure. Now we can grab the technology module. So you see, now we have one salvage data. I'll show you, but when we get back to the base, there's a place at the base where basically we can... it's the knowledge stone. I want to go back towards our base. I'm pretty sure we should Be able to see it. Oh, silver deposit. Yes. Please. That is exactly what we want. Now, if we get the silver deposit after that, I'm pretty much going to go back to the base to sell stuff. We should have enough money at that point. So when you use your visor here, it sort of highlights like points of interest. Oh, there's a cop. Why was I not seeing all of these earlier? And I should be able to see my ship as well. Bury technology, another one over there. I'm going to stop getting distracted and we're going to get our silver and copper. Honestly, too, this game has also a much more difficult survival mode. I'm playing on normal right now, but you can really up the difficulty survival-wise if you want to. Yeah, now the rumors are saying that it's coming earlier this year. But honestly, like, if I hear something like super concrete, I'm gonna talk like I don't mind during stream. We can talk for just like, you know, whatever, chatting or whatnot. But like, you know, video-wise, I'm gonna talk about it if I hear something really concrete. But if not, I'm just gonna like, you know, I'm gonna talk about it rumor-wise if it's something worth talking about. But like right now, people are like, you know, people are throwing, I feel, everything out there just for clicks. You know what I mean? Like, we're still at that phase where people are just throwing things out for clicks. And like, to be honest, if anyone did see the Nintendo Switch at Gamescom, they signed NDAs that are probably so ironclad that they would not break it. Like, to break it, Nintendo would actually be able to directly sue them. You know what I mean? Because they probably had anyone that would have seen something, they would have like directly, they would have directly been able to sue the person if they said anything. And honestly, the people that would have seen the machine were probably so hand-picked that like, you know what I mean? Like, it's probably partners that, like, you're not gonna lose your job over spilling the Nintendo Switch 2. You know what I mean? Like, the people that probably found out real stuff about it are set to make a lot of money from the release of the Switch. So why would you jeopardize that relationship for clicks? Like, there are people, I'm pretty sure no influencer saw it. You know what I mean? Like, no one that saw it is an influencer, where they need clicks to survive. Like, Nintendo probably handpicked people that actually don't give a crap about social media attention. You know what I mean? Now, I can call my ship to us, but I want to remember how to find the base, because we're supposed to be able to see it on this thing. There's another copper deposit there. I'm going to tag it, but... Ah, there it is. Okay, our ship and stuff is that way. We're pretty far now. Now, you can actually call your ship to you at any time. Hold on, I'm going to have you guys skip ads, because it's wanting to send ads to you. I'm going to just skip those. I'm going to try to catch a few of those to give you guys an easier time tonight, because the point isn't to run a bunch of ads every now and then, but yeah. You wish overnights, Jumping Bear Man? That's too bad. Yeah, man, I miss having you in the streams. No one's giving me crap anymore. Like when Alex has been gone for a while, you've been missing the streams lately. No one's giving me crap anymore. I almost feel like I'm an adequate gamer. Like you guys have to set me back on, like, you know, you guys gotta show me that I'm garbage. Exactly. Like so right now, like the Nintendo Direct is something different, because the Nintendo Direct, that a lot of people know, because as soon as you have a game in the Direct, the information is going to spill out, because people are working on the trailers for the Direct, people are working with partners for stuff. So that I can believe that the information gets out there somehow. But Nintendo isn't effing around with the Switch 2. So when we hear about it, it's because we want to hear, they want us to hear about it. Yeah, personally, and I do sort of agree with you, Rage, in the sense that you're right, the target audience doesn't care as much. The only thing right now that does frustrate me is there are some games that I would have liked to see ports to the Switch that can't get them. Like, look, we're never going to get, like, Sony's never going to give us, like, God of War on the Switch. You understand what I mean? That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about some third-party games that specifically, you know, third parties have skipped the Switch because it would have hamstringed their game to try to get a version that runs on it. And that's what I want just to stop. So if you can get it to the power range around a PS4, then it actually doesn't really matter that much. Because if you look, a lot of games right now are still multi-generational, meaning that they run on the PS5 and they have a PS4 build as well. And the PS4 builds are doing well, meaning that if you have a Switch that's as strong as at least a PS4, well, then you can get the same type of builds out of it. You know, and there's still going to be, like, exclusive games. Like, we're not going to get, you know, we're joking tonight with playing, like, Starfield on the Nintendo Switch, but we're not going to get, like, a Starfield on the Nintendo Switch either. Yeah, exactly. Generations aren't as solid as they used to be. It's just better and better hardware. And, you know, I'll be honest, everything's now is like pretty much a computer in a box. Like, give me a sec. I'm going to turn on some lights because it's a little dark in here. Like most systems right now all use the same basic architecture. Like it's all x64 architecture, meaning that it's not like back in the day where games had to be from scratch built for the specific system they were targeting. Like, you know, back in the day where you were trying to make a game on Genesis and Super Nintendo, you had to set out your build from the start for that system. You couldn't really port a game to both. Like, maybe there were tricks that some developers could do to make a game for both of them at once, but often they were two completely separate builds of the game, which is why so many games play completely different between their Sega Genesis version and their Super Nintendo version. The difference nowadays is the same engines run on multiple systems. Why? Because they're all based off of the same interface that a normal CPU is in a computer. And that's why the generation thing is sort of changing, in the sense that it's not about like the individual architecture of the systems, it's about the combination of components used for them. So by the way, I'm like fast traveling, okay? But you can actually fly out in space here, which is something that I really enjoy about this game. Like when you're leaving orbit, and we'll do it in a little bit, but you actually fly off into space. Oh man, we're still not gonna make enough. Like, this is maybe making us close. Yeah. We're still missing some. Oh man, this is painful. Oh, actually. Salvage data. We could sell for like, we could sell one of these, man. And like, honestly, just to get done with this. Here. Boom. Now we have to buy processors from the space station. Yeah. Now we need to buy microprocessors. 5, right? I saw. Yeah, that makes sense because that's exactly why we needed 137,000. Refined chromatic metal. So let's go back to our base. We have a refining component. So now stuff is gonna start moving a bit because we're gonna go and refine our stuff. I don't remember how to make chromatic metal, but I know we have to refine it. But we'll see what we can do. Most likely like metal sheets, I'm assuming. Yeah, Gumbrella's most likely dropping at midnight. We played the... I think most of you saw we played the demo last week. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. Unfortunately, I did not end up getting a review code. I don't know. I guess they hate me. I'm joking. I mean... This is what it... You know, that's what it is. It happens. Actually, I didn't check my spam folder. Oh man, give me a second, guys. This went to my spam and I'm super sad. Hold on, where is it? No! This game I wanted, and it went to my spam. Oh my god. This game I really want to play, guys. Give me a sec. I'm going to see if we can get a code. We might even play it on Friday if we do get it. Where my spam folder. Sorry for all the typing, guys. It'll be done in a minute. Done. Man, they were offering me a code for Thunder Ray. I don't know if you guys saw, but this is like the new take on Punch-Out that is coming out or came out. It's either come out already or it's coming out like on Friday 14th, in 2 days, on Thursday. They offered me a code and it went to my spam folder. That'll teach me not to check my spam folder in almost a week. Oh, that really sucks. Unfortunately, like a lot of invitations for game stuff gets sent to spam. I know, this I don't want. Okay, sorry guys. You know, this is late night stuff, so I'm sort of like cleaning up my to-do stuff at the same time. But, okay, so this is our portable refiner. So what we do want to put in here is chromatic metal. Wait, does it want us to... Hold on. Okay, we need to get copper to make chromatic metal. So we need to... And we did find a copper deposit here. Let's actually take the ship. I'll show you guys the ship. So you can actually take the ship even for in-orbit flying. And now you have 3 different kinds of thrusters when you take the ship. So you have like orbital thrusters, you have a boost, and then you have you also have like this like sort of warp drive. Well, no, warp drive is even different because you also get warp drive later, but you also have like this like quick, I wouldn't say quick travel because you're still making the trip, but it autopilots you there at like at maximum speed. So let's get ourselves some copper. We need 250 copper. You know what sucks is we sold our copper to be able to like finish that previous thing, and had I known that copper was the element we needed next, I wouldn't have sold all my copper. Like, I would have sold the hidden elements. And by the way, we're going to one planet here, but you can visit like endless planets in this game. Like, we're on one planet because I'm focusing on getting through the tutorial stuff. But I'll show you guys later, like, when you go out into space, like, you can decide to go to any planet you want. We pretty much have all the copper here. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Knowledge stone. Knowledge stone. Buried cache. Like, earlier I was finding like a bunch of like freaking resources. Oh. This one is. What is this? It looks like the symbol for copper. Where did I put my ship? We'll just take the ship to find the copper. Can we find the copper in the ship? I'm not sure I can take my visor out, but I'm pretty sure we can still find it. Oh, dang. I'm out of fuel. And I don't feel like making fuel right now. So, guess what? We're just gonna do this old school stuff. Oh my god. Let's make the metal plating stupid. I think I have enough of these. There we go. Heck. Go. Oh, okay. We do have the fuel now for the launch thrusters. I'm really liking it, by the way, Psychosis Media. Like, I really like this game, but you have to like those like survival exploration games where there's like no specific point. You know what I mean? Like, there's like a storyline, but the storyline is not the game. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I would compare this most to Subnautica. Refuel. Sorry, I have to focus for 2 seconds. Starship. Rocket launcher. Launch thrusters.
Technology recharge.
There we go. That's what I was scared of. We can't actually see... Like, I can't actually see where deposits are unless I tag them before I get into the ship. So, we're gonna have to land, and I'm gonna have to find the deposit first. Then we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to land, we're gonna have to... Honestly, champ, just follow the instructions at the beginning of the game. It actually does a pretty good job of showing you, like, all the ropes. I don't care about hazardous flora. Here. Ah. So 272 meters, or units, or whatever they call it here, that's not far enough for it to take the ship. Like, is it going to take us like a minute or two to walk there? Yes. But still, it's not worth taking the ship. Oh, something is unidentified. So, you know, I was joking saying that this is like the Switch version of Starfield, but the exploration part of Starfield is very much the same. Like, from what I can take that I've seen, obviously, though, graphically, Starfield kicks this game's butt. Like, but this, you know, but still, if you're just into the exploration stuff, and personally, I like better taking my ship and, like, actually flying there than the quick travel system that I heard of. Oh, man, this is the copper deposit we did earlier. It's just still showing because there's a little bit of copper left. God dang it. That is super frustrating. What about this silver deposit? Is that the other one we mined? If it is. Yeah, they did a lot of free updates to this one. And like when the game first came out, I'm not gonna lie, it was in pretty bad shape. And the gameplay was pretty boring, but they've done a ton of work on it. And now it really is a well-rounded thing. And like, no, what's unfortunate tonight is we're probably not going to get into the biggest fun stuff, like really hopping from planet to planet, building as many bases as you want. You can even like have people working for you in your bases, gathering resources for you. Like there's a bunch of like let me just see. Stella Rhyme, your story and lore, the only way to open up the galaxies in the game is through the story. Are you talking about this game or are you talking about Starfield right now? Right bumper button and jetpack. Oh, that's good to know. Thanks a lot for the hint. I'll know next time for traveling, definitely. It hasn't taught me that yet. Sorry, I was looking at the chat while I'm trying to mine. I should actually look at what I'm doing. Now we're getting a lot of silver. I was hoping there would be some copper underneath because the first deposit I had like had copper at the top and then silver at the bottom. I was hoping this would be the opposite, but I guess this is not what we're getting. We're still going to pick up the silver because it's worth a lot. And we'll eventually most likely need it for something. Okay, we're not going to do a clean job. I'm just going to get like the most of it. I'm at 5% on my... How did I want this?
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Let me just see the message that came in. Like maybe the guy from Thunder Ray is like actually watching. But seriously, yeah, no, I really want to play that game. If you guys didn't see Thunder Ray yet, it basically looks like a funky neon version of Punch-Out that's coming out. It looks crazy. I love Punch-Out, so... Okay, so we're gonna have to try and find a copper deposit. Not the one that we went to earlier. That's the one we went to earlier, right? Right? No, that's a silver deposit. Please, for God, not be the one I went to. That is the one I went to earlier, isn't it? Like, I'm almost sure it is. Yeah, I'm going in circles here. Where's my ship? It's freaking annoying, though. Jokey Intergalactic Boxing League. Well, yeah, I'm waiting to see the gameplay, how it turns out. Like, what I'm hoping is that they added a little bit of spice above and beyond original Punch-Out. Like, I know original Punch-Out is great, but I do hope they took some time to really make it a new game. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but like, I just don't want to play Punch-Out, but like on a new you know what I mean, like on a new system. I don't want to play the same Punch-Out game, but on a new system. Our base is over there, right? No, that's buried technology. I have to get better at orienting myself in this game. Spend a lot of time wasting, like, looking for stuff. My ship is there. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys, like, the space travel before we go back to base. Because basically I've been talking about it, but to me, like, so far it's been the funnest part of this game has been the space travel stuff. So basically when you get into your ship, you take off and you can basically just go straight out into space. So there's no fast travel or any stuff like that. Like, if we look, we're out into space now. That's where we were. That's the planet. We're in space. And theoretically, we could go to any one of the planets you see here. So, like, let's say I would want to go to Nama 7. We just basically press L and R at the same time. And we would, like, our ship will fast travel there. You could travel normally as well, but it'll autopilot you there. You also get, like, how much time theoretically it would take at your current speed. But, like, right now I'm going super, super slow. So if you see, if I accelerate, you see my units down at the right. That's the speed I'm going at. Now you see the time counting down to going to that planet. Now the space station that we fast travel to is over there. So let's say we want to go to that space station. I just need to target it. And then hit L and R. And our spaceship will fast travel there. And you see the countdown. It'll take 12 seconds to get there. And we land on gas giants. Not too sure. That looks like a gas giant right there. We'd have to try it. But basically, that's how, like, that's how free travel is here. Theoretically, look, we can try. We can try to land there. But it's actually further than it seems. Yeah, I know it was a Starfield joke. Because the whole gas giant stuff. I read about it. Don't worry, I know. But I'm like, you know, we might as well just try since we're here. But I don't think this is a gas giant finally, but not sure they actually have like a gas giant. But who knows, we could get here and we can find our copper deposits here. Like theoretically. Like this looks like a nice place to land. Boom. So theoretically, there should be copper here as well. Salt deposit. Salt deposit. Copper deposit. 800 though, it's freaking far. Rusted metal deposit. Salt deposit. Like all the copper's like super far away. But what's this? Salt. The copper was that one, right? Okay, so theoretically, we can mark it. I am wasting a lot of my thrusters, but and we're gonna land right beside it, and we're gonna get the last of the copper we need. Boom, we have enough copper. And theoretically, the fastest way to get back to the refiner from here is most likely to fly to the space station. And then, yeah, we're actually at the max for our launch thrusters. You get like 4 uses. It takes like 25% each time you use your launch thrusters. Yeah, you see, like Grovel's telling you, like you can get like freighters, you can set up like businesses, like you can become like, you can do whatever you want. And I'm not saying that Starfield you can, because I haven't played it yet. But I'm just saying, like, this one, I can guarantee you that, like, you can. I should actually travel. Exactly. It's Minecraft in space. But you see, personally, like I said from the beginning, I prefer medieval. So if they like, even though I love games like this, I like playing them a lot. I'm not gonna play them as much as I would play like a new, like the next Elder Scrolls. You understand? Like Baldur's Gate 3, I'm like super interested in playing, but I don't want to because it would take too much time away from the channel. So I'm doing it for all of you guys. I'm not playing Baldur's Gate to make sure that I can keep making content. Because, like, I'd be scared that if I started playing that game, I would want to play only that game. Like, I'd basically stop doing everything else in my life. Yeah, like when Tears of the Kingdom came out. Loved the game, but oh my god, I just couldn't put it down. So, you know, like, stuff was just not getting done. And as you can see, you can name your bases. My base is MSGT1. So, you know, Next base is going to be MSGT2, then MSGT3, and so forth. Yeah, me too. Like if at one point, which is never going to happen, either I start working less, like my 9-to-5 job, and I have time to really dedicate like full games to days to gaming, then I might throw in some Baldur's Gate. Or if there really is a lull, like, let's imagine Switch 2 releases, and it takes a few months to get like a lot of games going for the Switch 2. Then maybe. That's too bad to hear, Stella Rhyme, that they made things clunky. So we're gonna make our chromatic metal right now. Freaking neck is pain tonight, and I'm pretty sure I went to the chiropractor's yesterday, and it's that sort of next day ache that you get, you know what I mean, when the chiropractor does a really good job and he cracks everything back into place. By the way, I got a new Waluigi t-shirt like a couple of days ago. Went to GameStop, it was in. And I'm like, man, I need to get the Waluigi t-shirt. I don't doubt that it's a great game. I just know on top of it that it wouldn't be a game for me. Like, unless they give it, like, total freedom. Because, like you can see, I'm the kind of person like, especially a game like this, I just like messing around. Like, I'm not gonna be, like, super... big screen for the t-shirt. Yeah, while this is processing, I can show the Waluigi t-shirt. Not too bad. I like it. Yeah, I know it's portable. I know I can pick it up. I just don't. Like, I know that's what I said, is I know I'm probably doing a lot of stuff that is not super efficient. And, like, I know it, I'm just not, like, super... I'm not too worried about, like, going quick or whatnot. So, finalize installation. Hyperdrive. Chromatic metal. Microprocessor. Hyperdrive is installed. We have hyperdrive, boys. Not sure what we're supposed to do with the hyperdrive, though. I'll return to the ship. Yeah, but we don't have launch thrusters. Now we have to scan for antimatter. Perform planetary scan from orbit. This is new. We're gonna go get some ferrite dust. We're gonna make ourselves some fuel. I'm pretty sure I have the hydrogen I need, but if not, there's some right over there. I can always pick that up. Oops. That is definitely not what I want. switch to my mining then. Like, and you know, just when I saw the reviews, and like, I think a lot of the people are giving honest opinions. Like, whether you want to bash Starfield or you love it, I feel that it's like you're saying, it's going to be a very, it's not one of their best, and it's just one of those designs that's going to work super well for some people and not well for others. Like, I don't know if any of you guys watch beat 'em ups like Wood, but like Wood, you know, Wood was like sort of like saying what, like, I watched his review of it and I can see why as a player he wasn't into it, and I feel a lot of players are going to be like him. It's like they want what this game is offering, but with a bigger budget graphics. Like, I know it's dumb to say, but if you could take No Man's Sky and you put like as deep of a character roster probably as Starfield is offering, big budget graphics, you're probably gonna get what a lot of people would have thought the game was gonna be. Well, and I don't think it's that they expected a non-Bethesda game, and and I think it's a great game. It's just like, it's not going to be one, it's not what people were going to think, that everyone who's going to play it is automatically going to be like, this is a 10. But I think it's still, like, I'm pretty sure for the right players, it is amazing. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. So, like, everyone who loves it is right to love it, but the people that are like critiquing it and saying like, it's not what I wanted, they're not wrong either. Like, basically no one's wrong in this. Target locked. Oh my god, we have to go back to the planet we went. God dang. It's just funny that we have to go back to the planet that we went to unknowingly to get our antimatter. I'm just saying, if you have a Nintendo Switch and you're looking for a super cheap experience, like, because let's be honest, this game right now, you can probably pick it up physically for like 20 bucks on a regular basis, and on the eShop it was like 50% off till, is it still 50% off? I'm not sure if it's still 50% off, but it was 50% off for a freaking long time. Where's the marker? Here we are. Oh, so this is base. Actually, we're pretty low on our life support.
Technology recharge.
It's back up to 60, but I got this. I got a physical copy last week for 30 bucks. I got this one physically for 30 bucks because honestly, I had it digitally and I was like, they've made so many improvements that I sort of want a physical copy. And I came across one at the GameStop I generally go to. Foul substance reacts violently. Aha, we got the blueprint for Antimatter. Yeah, we've been getting this code 16161616 since the beginning. By the way, MK1 guys is on Friday. Super happy. That's why I hope I get Thunder Ray ahead of time, because I'd like to get that game under my belt like tomorrow or Thursday so that I can dedicate Friday to MK1. Now, if we play MK1 on stream, I'm gonna suck like donkey dick. Sorry, I don't know how else to say it. I'm gonna suck a lot because I like, honestly, I played MK11 when it originally came out. There's a good chance that we're gonna be playing MK1 on Friday. For the moment, I'm just getting it for Switch. I want to see how much I like it. If I like it a lot, I'm gonna pick it up for PS5 after. Grab some ferrite dust. We actually have like other stuff in here. We went like right for the right. This takes an Atlas pass. Sodium. Sodium. We guess more sodium. Of course. That's carbon. By the way, you can customize what your face looks like. Aha! You see, Needless Dragon found it. Best right now. No Man's Sky at Best Buy is 30 bucks physical. I know a lot of you like eShop only. By the way, tomorrow I have a I'm gonna be trying to do a unless we get like a surprise other information, the video tomorrow is most likely gonna be 4 games that I recommend you pre-order from PlayAsia, just because right now we have some really fun games available for pre-order at PlayAsia. So that's gonna be our I think I'm going to do that video. We haven't done a physical video, like physical media video, in a little while. That is what we're going to be doing tomorrow. A warp cell. Now we're going to put that in the hyperdrive. Where is our ship? We're gonna go to warp speed, guys. Warp speed. Here I feel like
Technology recharge.
So now we're going to be able to travel to other interstellar systems. Hey, Frenchie Mom, how you doing? Yes, I'm glad you're catching me live as well. I'm not getting how the targeting works here. I wonder so too, Psychosis Media, but we'll see. Like I said, Switch 2 rumors right now are too up in the air. We're not there yet. Like right now, I just feel like there's too much clickbait possibility out there, and we'll figure out soon enough what's more real and what's not real. Like once holiday season is over, I think we're gonna start getting some news from Nintendo, and then most likely we're gonna be getting some more realistic information. Sword of Mana on the Game Boy Advanced. Sure. Let's go see what this is all about. Well, if they make the next Switch retro compatible, they could actually sell both generations of Switch at the same time. They could drop the current price of the Switch, like to liquidate stock till they don't have any more, while selling the new Switch to people that have it already. So, you know, like you make like one is more like the kid console, and the other one is like more the new one. Then you could actually sell both generations, because a lot of people mentioned that Sony's actually still selling PS4s right now. Target aligned. So this is the one. I keep forgetting when we get to a new planet, I need to scan everything. So basically, when you get like these sort of objectives, if you open up your scanner and you switch it to sweep mode, it'll tell you like, see, like this is the direction. If I go here, you see it's telling me to go towards the right, so forth. So now we know this is the way we need to be going. Yeah, Hello Games, one thing is they delivered on what they promised. Did it take them longer? Yes, but at least they ended up delivering on what they promised. So I've definitely got to give them props to that. I let go before it like a second before it destroyed. Are we talking about, what's the one where you build the starships in space there? Is that what you're talking about? The egomaniac that's asking for money after 10 years? It's, the one where you build like a fleet of ships in space there. Is that the one you're referring to, Psychosis? The name, I'm Star Citizen, yes. That's what I thought. The structure is unlike anything I've encountered on my journey so far. Everything about it is obviously alien, so obviously out of place. I stare at it, words form themselves in my mind, a strange fragment of broken speech. Is it traveler? Is it friend? It is friend. First? Yes. Let's say both. Where's my ship? Got turned around again. There it is. Yay, I've learned the Viking word for Viking. We get to learn this language. I imagine this is how we're eventually going to be able to speak with people on the space station of other, like, of other races. Well, honestly, it's funny because one of the games we're going to be talking about tomorrow on in the video is actually in replacement of LRG games. I'll give you guys that one in advance. I don't know if you noticed, but there is available now for pre-order on PlayAsia a Double Dragon collection, which gives you Double Dragon 1 all the way through 4. And what's really fun about that is that before, the only way to get physically all 4 Double Dragons was you actually had to buy the Double Dragon and Kunio-kun Retro Brawler bundle to get Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3. And you had to separately buy Double Dragon 4 as a standalone, both from limited run games. Now, just to show you why I'm making this video, is I specifically bought both these collections to have all the Double Dragons. So it cost me $70 to basically get Double Dragon 1 through 4. Of course, I get all the Kunio-kun stuff available on top of it, but nonetheless, it cost me $70 to primarily get all the 4 Double Dragons. Now, right now on PlayAsia, you can buy one and only collection, get all 4 Double Dragons, and it's only $30. And it's supposed to be releasing very soon. Now, the Kunio-kun stuff is fun, but it is definitely not worth an extra $40. And I do think that most people picking up these collections are doing so for the Double Dragon stuff. Thank you, Stellar Rhyme, man. You're a fountain of knowledge here. So thank you very much for your help tonight. So you can learn all the languages, more than a word, and you've learned all the words of every faction in the game. That is awesome. But I'm not saying the Kunio-kun games aren't good. It's just that, to me, most people are not going to purchase it for that. They're most likely going to purchase for the Double Dragons. So right now, to me, it's a much better purchase than trying to find on the secondary market the Double Dragon Kunio-kun bundle plus the Double Dragon 4 thing. So for $30, you get all 4 games in one. Awesome deal if you want physical versions of all 4 Double Dragons. Now, of course, Double Dragon 3 could just not be on the collections, and I wouldn't even care. Because I hate Double Dragon 3. But nonetheless, just to have them all in one nice physical cartridge. Thank you so much, PlayAsia and Asian Market, for releasing this. But that's going to be one. Chris bought a big mansion to store the cocaine. Man, you guys are savage. But yeah, seriously. And to me, honestly, it's not even like the money stuff that bothers me as much about LRG, although it does bother me. Like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't bother me, but it's not the primary thing, it's the shipping delays. I hate buying a game and getting it 6 months later. And especially the more money you spend on the bigger collector's editions, the longer you have to wait to get them. My Castlevania collector's edition, I had to wait 1.5 years to get it. I was like, come on, dudes, man. If I'm buying this collection, it's because I'm a huge fan of it. So you're forcing me to double dip and buy it digitally as well to be able to play it because I don't want to wait 1 year to get my collector's edition that cost me like almost $200. Like, come on, dudes. Like, and I get it that there's production times and blah, blah, blah. But come on, man. You have to be able to do better than that. And PlayAsia, they give you a release date. Generally, within a week of the release date, stuff is shipped. Of course, depending on where you are in the world, it can take 3 or 4 weeks to get to you. But still, that is leagues beyond 6 months. And 6 months is for the regular versions. Like if you buy the cheapo $35 versions, then yeah, you're gonna get it in 30, like in about 6 months. But 6 months, man, to produce a regular physical version, that doesn't make sense to me, man. That just doesn't make sense to me. Like I can almost understand the collector's crap, like that takes time to produce. Am I going to the wrong place? Because I thought I had to go somewhere. I'll have a good night, Psychosis, man. Thank you for showing up. No, I've bought from, I'd have to check. I've bought from a couple of other limited run companies, like limited delivery companies. I know Rising Hell I bought from, oh my god, I'm so bad. I have to check, like I bought from one of the European limited production companies, and honestly, even that was, I don't want to be douchey, but it was better than LRG. Like it got there faster, and like faster towards like the production time of when I actually paid for the thing. And like, you know, it was a pre-order thing. So it's not because I ordered it when it was already in production. I ordered it like on pre-order. I liked Rising Hell so much that I ordered it like straight up. Oh, Gunbrella is out, guys. 12:30. But I do think we're gonna start thinking about wrapping up tonight's stream. Simply because we're like, I think you guys got to see how the game generally plays out. Like, of course we didn't do any crazy big missions, but this game is paced like this. Like, you're not playing this game so that you can, like, you know what I mean, do like these crazy quick missions and whatnot. I just wish that, like I said, if I was a little further in the game, and I'll try to do it over the next couple of weeks, I'll try to get my game to the place where, like, we have, like, bases and crap like that. But, yeah, it's... And like I said, we could, like, theoretically... Like, I'll show you guys really quickly the two or three, like, sort of items I have that, like, for processing and blah, blah, blah. So you get a general idea of how you find some... Like, how you increase what you can actually build and all that stuff. Just before we go. But as you can see, like, if you like exploration and going to, like, random planets and random stuff, this game, like, is almost unending. I think it actually is unending. Yeah. And the more you do, the easier things become to do. Like I said, I played it early on, and it's changed so much from when I played it early on that that's why I actually didn't recommend it on eShop deals for, like, I'd say, like, almost a year now, because yeah, they added, like, a new species that are robots. Like, there's a new species in the game, which are, like, these, like, robot species. Maybe Stella's come across them. I haven't come across them yet. But maybe Stella, Ryan, no, like, they added it, like, a couple of weeks ago. They added a brand new species to the game. So, portable refinery, like, this is the ship's computer, so this is where we're gonna get, like, a lot of our missions and stuff. Where's the other one? This thing. I don't know why the ship landed on it. So basically, if you go to buildable technologies, so here, this is the stuff you can sort of get the blueprints for. This is the stuff that's available for the moment. Like, you can get a save beacon. It provides a navigational waypoint, facilitating repeat visits for specific locations. So it's like a fast travel beacon. Then you've got like signal boosters. You've got a bunch of stuff here. If we go to rather, where's it not? Give it back. There. And like we said, these are portable, so you can actually pick them up and relocate them where you want. If you want to go into structures for your base, okay? Like I wanted to get this here, a ramp, because I wanted to build like a second story above my base. You can timber construction components. So basically, you can build a bunch of structures here. But by the way, like there's stone structures, there's alloy structures, there's core habitational structures. Like you've got a lot of stuff to build. So basically, hold on. Let's. I need. What did I need? I forgot. I want to get the stairs. Let's just get the stairs. Pure ferrite. Okay, so I just need to process some ferrite. I don't know how much ferrite dust I have, but let's try it. Oh. Get enough. I'll just process it all. It won't take that long. Most likely, anyway, we'll need maybe pure ferrite to actually build the stairs themselves after. Back here. What? Wasn't it pure ferrite that I got? Oh, I'm so dumb I forgot to pick it up. Oof, getting late, guys. Getting late. I'll put in the ship just because we're close by and...
Item received.
Now we can go to like our build menu here. Our timber ram. Put it at the back here. How do we turn? Rotate his own. I'm gonna put a ramp like this. I know it's gonna be like a weird construction, but matter. Another timber ramp. Up here. So basically, I want to build like off to the side here, and basically make it like an offshoot. So now we need another timber ramp. Two. So we're going to be able to have like different levels, like going in different directions. Ah, I'm out of carbon. Gosh dang. Worse is those like carbon plants that's right there. I'm like, I can shoot them from here. You guys get the general idea. You see, like, we'll have like different rooms, and it'll be like a funky, like, floating structure in the air stuff. Because let's just be honest, you can build some pretty crazy crap. Like, there's no, you know what I mean? Like, this would never hold up in reality, but here it all holds up. It's like, it's sort of like Fortnite constructions, but it's funky. So like, and once we're gonna get decorations and crap, we can like do it, you know, do like funky stuff like this. Like this can be like, I don't know, a room with like weird creatures in it, and then we'll do like down there, and then I'll do another offshoot in another direction, and you know, blah blah blah. Like obviously I don't want to build too much right now because I don't have like all the components I would want to do like some funky stuff. So I sort of don't want to like start building all kinds of stuff that I'm gonna have to redo. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm just saying. Like, I'm gonna do that on like most likely, but well, not really. I'm most likely just gonna make a second base on a second planet once like I have everything unlocked. And this one I'm just gonna like keep adding to it in funky ways. But yeah, that's pretty much like I said, this, if you're looking for a space exploration slash like just having fun, you know, in space stuff that you can lose hours into, this is your game. I mean, there's no reason that you shouldn't pick up No Man's Sky. And I'm not trying to compare this to Starfield, but I'm just saying, like, if you're looking for that kind of experience, you don't need to feel like the only game that can give you something like that, in my opinion, is Starfield, and it's a different experience. Hopefully, nonetheless, you guys enjoyed seeing this tonight. We might come back to it from time to time, like, especially these late night streams. I might do from time to time, like No Man's Sky. And honestly, I'm really surprised it won tonight. For the longest time, Warhammer was winning, and I was ready to actually play Warhammer. And then when I checked about 20 minutes before starting stream, I saw that No Man's Sky was even, and then it beat out Boltgun. Part of me wanted to play this too, like different game though, totally different. So let's see here. Did I just save? Yeah, 23 seconds ago. So yes, we can quit here. Oh man, guys. Yeah, it was fun. I'm probably just gonna hang here a few seconds, check my stuff, and I can pay a ton more attention to the chat now. Man, it's so annoying that Thunder Ray, man, they contacted me so long ago. The worst is I really wanted that game. I'm just gonna check a couple of sites that I have access to for codes, just in case it's on it. We can actually, or you know, maybe you guys can, I can throw some game ideas out there to see if it's something we want to try and play over the next little while. Yeah, sure. Okie doke. And then May. Ray Storm and Ray Crisis HD collection. I sort of want to play that, but honestly, I don't think I have time for a shoot 'em up like this week. And that's something that like in a couple of weeks is going to be like too late. Because there's going to be another shoot 'em up because there's always shoot 'em ups. What's still pending here? Phantom Fury still pending. Here, honestly, there's nothing much. So let's leave here. Let's go look somewhere else. Flyer TX, you have to chill a couple of hours for Gunbrella. Yeah. Hey Scott, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the stream. We most likely are starting to wind it down a bit, but still. A creator press. This should be this. Oh my freaking god. The verification codes on this one. Like every time I want to log into this one, it asks me for a verification code. Oh, it's true. I requested Bomberman 2. I don't know. I didn't get it though. They wanted me to take a Steam key instead, and I didn't want to. Because I don't review games on Steam. Like, I know it could technically be the same game, but I don't take games on Steam. And actually, Thunder Ray is on this. Enjoy 2D wonderful handmade animations, master thunder special attacks, rule the arcade dynamic boxing, travel across galactic stages. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Thunder Ray? Probably not, eh? Let me just switch some things around here. Let me just, I hate that because I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is the right screen. Let's check out Thunder Ray really quick. I don't know how it's going to come through. Let me unlock the desktop audio. I'm going to turn it down a bit just so copyright. Now this is the PlayStation trailer, but it's ultimately the same thing.
Retro Fury.
Like these cutscene things, I don't know if it's like just for the trailer or if it actually happens during the gameplay, but it looks like it happens during the gameplay actually.
Alien Rumble.
Like I found the voiceover really doesn't fit in well with the trailer. That like I think they could have done something way better than this for presentation wise. But yeah, it's basically like Punch Out, a new Punch Out, but I just want to see if this is the same one. But it's like a Punch Out meets like anime style. it is looking to be like, this is the game it's just too bad I was offered a key. It just went into my spam mail, but I've been having my eye on because it came out this week. It's coming out this week. So already I like the music better in this trailer. Was like the steamed trailer. What? All fights? I don't want to see that. Anyway, so that is my 3 favorite video game controllers ever. I'm going to say the original NES controller, just because, honestly, it is the framework for... Like, every modern controller has somewhat of a framework based off of that controller. Okay? So the original NES controller is probably one of my favorite controllers of all time. Then I would really go most likely with like the DualShock 2. Because the DualShock 2 was most likely what really I like. If you want a fighting controller, like it's the perfect match of a controller that can still focus on 2D games, but at the same time offer the twin stick the twin sticks. But like, this design is basically like the DualShock 2 design. And yes, like theoretically the following PlayStation controllers were better, but the DualShock 2 I think pretty much set up the basis of rumble in a controller, wirelessness, dual thumbsticks mixed with a D-pad that is well placed. And all time, it's because like I don't want to choose the 8-bit DOE controllers because they are based off of iconic controllers, and although they are my favorite Switch controllers, like their designs aren't their own. You know what I mean? Their designs are so closely based off of other controllers. I don't want to give them credit for like, you know, I don't know if you like. They are great controllers, but they didn't invent those controllers. They copied the design of other controllers. They just did a very well-rounded package, offering everything in one nice package. So NES, DualShock 2. Part of me almost wants to say the Xbox 360 controller, even though I theoretically didn't have an Xbox 360, just because it is pretty much the design that led to all modern like offset designs. You know what I mean? Like every control, like you could say the original Xbox controller, but no, the original Xbox controller was way too big, and the design ideas were there, but it wasn't refined yet. What refined it was the 360 controller. So the 360 controller is like the blueprint for every and I don't know why the word's not coming to me, but every controller that has joysticks with an offset for like FPS games. So I think controller wise, those would be my 3 iconic controllers. I know some people would maybe put the GameCube controller in there or the N64 controller in there just because they're so unique. The reason I don't put them in as the top 3 controllers of all time, and follow me here for a second, is the designs were abandoned. Why? Because ultimately other controllers ended up doing a better job. So although they are iconic for their times, I wouldn't put them as a top 3 controller of all time, simply because their designs have been proven to be like not that great. Because they've been abandoned for overall designs that have a better versatility to them. That makes sense. So yeah, NES, I'm comfortable with that. NES, DualShock 2, Xbox 360. And you know what? On top of it, each one of the major current companies has representation. Nintendo has the NES, Sony has the DualShock 2, and Microsoft has the Xbox 360 controller. And it's not offset, the word that I'm looking for. It is when the 2 sticks are not even. It is what is that? What is the word for it? It's so annoying. It's getting like the later it gets at night, like the harder it is to sometimes think of the right words. And you know, I've said it before. Yeah, no, it's not opposite the word I'm looking for, but that was a good. It is like non-linear, but it's not. The word is not linear. Unparalleled. You guys are getting like all the words close to the ones that I want, but it's like. Hold on. There's one way to fix this. Actually, I went even further than Google. I went to, but it's not giving me the answer I want. God dang it. Oh my God. Asymmetrical. Holy God. Asymmetrical thumbstick design. That is the proper way to say it. Asymmetrical. My God, man. I'm like, okay, you know what actually like saved me is that I actually went to Chat GPT and I said, give me a list of every synonym to uneven, and asymmetrical came out. I was like, yeah. But yeah, so it's asymmetrical design. So yeah, those are asymmetric. Yes, asymmetric. But it honestly, English is my first language. It's not even that. It's like my brain after midnight, like for language, is garbage. Like I already talked about in the past, but I have a speech impediment, so I do make like dumb language mistakes that I don't normally make, and it does sometimes, like, vocabulary wise, I mix words up, but so sometimes when I want a specific word, it's hard for me to like trigger it. But yeah. So, oh my god, guys. Oops. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Oh, honestly, it was a fun stream tonight. It was like laid back, easy to go. I think you guys got a gist of how the game works, even though I would have liked us to do more interesting stuff, but that game is sort of like that. You like, to get something super interesting, you have to play it for like 5 or 6 hours, and at one point you're gonna get to something like exciting. Like, we didn't have a space battle or anything like that, because yes, there are space battles. There's things that can kill you. Like, there are dangers in the game. But yeah. I know I know I speak pretty normal. I mean, it's not prevalent like when I was younger. And like, I think I have a fairly large vocabulary. It's just like sometimes, if you for a long time, I'll just misconjugate things that I shouldn't be misconjugating anymore. And or I'll use a turn of phrase that is backwards. I'm trying to think of a good example, but I'll and if you listen to the videos closely enough, some of them make them into the final cut. Because when I'm recording, I don't realize I make the mistake. I don't have a better take. And if it's not something big enough, I'm not going to reshoot a part of the video just for like one sentence that like one of my weird turn of phrases have mixed in. But to people that don't like know the fact that I do have that, that's where they think, oh, this guy isn't like, his first language isn't English, he must be French. And I know I have an accent because I live in a French province, and like it's just so prevalent here that there's no way for me to have like the same accent as someone from New York or like Ontario here in Canada, where like everyone's an English speaker. But some people think after it's my second language, but no, that's more my speech impediment that is like showing its weirdness. I'm trying to think like I can't do it voluntarily. It's like I'll be speaking and my turn of phrase will be opposite of what it's supposed to be. Like, for some reason, I'll say dog blue instead of blue dog. Okay, like I'll put the adjective, like I'll put the descriptive element after the word instead of before, or something like that. And anyway, but it's like little things like that you might notice if we have long conversations. Adjective, yeah. Adjective. Anyway. Was a long night, guys. It was a lot of fun, though. Whew. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have time to record that video I want to. It most likely won't be a very long one. We're just going to focus on like 4 games that I think you should pre-order. One is even available in North America, but the box art on the Japanese version is so much better. And it's such a great game that I highly recommend. Like, I'm going to highly recommend grabbing the Japanese version just for the box art. So yeah, guys. Hey, thank you everyone who showed up. Have a great night. And as usual, I hope I'll see all of you in my next video. Thanks, guys. I enjoyed too. Glad you enjoyed the chill